Mercenaries are a very valuable and flexible force multiplier, especially in the early game when you don't have access to many combat ships. There are two types of mercenaries, the standard mercenaries and then nomad mercenaries. Those nomads will only populate the game world a bit further into the game. They will slowly appear and they have much stronger groups. You can hire mercs from the personal console, and here you have a special mercenaries section. This will show you all the available mercs. You can only hire in the current sector and all adjacent sectors. The range will increase if you have infamy, when you are a notorious criminal. Then you are basically famous in the game world and you can hire mercs from a larger distance. Those standard mercenaries, they are very reliable, but they are pretty weak. You can see the classes of this merc group. So these are only a couple of fighters, these standard mercs. And then you have those nomad mercs. And the nomad mercs, they are basically also a bit criminal. They are a bit like scoundrels. They are unreliable. You can hire them with a 50% discount, so they only cost half the money. Very cost effective and economic to use them. But they basically want you to be a criminal too. So if you are playing honorable, then you have the problem that they will only fight for a limited time. So you hire them, you pay a one-time hiring fee, and then you are paying every 15 minutes. And with nomad mercs, what's going to happen is after a couple of those cycles, they just going to leave you and say, oh, goodbye. And if you want to fight with us, or if you want us to fight for you, you have to pay us once more. So they are breaking their contract, basically betraying you and demanding another payment. And if you have infamy, you can prevent this or reduce the chance. So make them fight for you for longer, basically. But if there's an emergency and you need a lot of power quickly, for example, me right now, because the OCV is going for that Argon sector and I'm not sure if the Argons can beat them. They have sent fleets there, but I want to make sure and help them out. So I'm going to hire this merc group here, which features artillery ships. So this should give us a nice punch, and we only need them for a couple of, maybe half an hour or so to fight and win. So I'm hiring those. Just click on hire and then select a ship that they should escort. So we have just hired 2 missile frigates and a dozen heavy fighters. We also have more mercs in the area in case we need more firepower. But since I'm playing honorable, I must be quick and get into the fight, or they will just leave me. So I'm heading straight for the OCV with my new carrier here. And be aware that these mercs cannot use your jump beacons. Here we have another powerful merc group. Let's hire those too. And now we should be strong enough to engage safely. There is no way to control the mercenaries directly. You can only give them an escort target, but they will attack the same thing. So in this case, my Griffin is coming up from the rear, and I will just tell this merc squad to defend the Griffin. And you can do that from the same menu in the personal console. Just select a new escort target, and the mercs will defend themselves should the OCV start to shoot at them, but at the latest when my Griffin is attacking, and it's getting backed up by the missile frigates. And now the mercs are going in, the missile frigates are already firing, and the merc squad that we have hired for close range support is also attacking. And I should get the hell out of here. Damn. Those OCV turrets are punching hard. Alright, and once that is done, you can just dismiss the mercs to save on the running cost that you would pay. Now we have successfully stopped an OCV cap ship, even if we didn't have the firepower to take it on ourselves. But mercs really give you that flexibility that you need to react